first festival was in 2005, and it's an event that really is to provide a showcase for youth circus and physical performers, and not only just a showcase for them, but to let them work, perform alongside, learn from, be mentored by the best professional circus and physical theatre performers around the country, and eventually we hope from overseas as well. Youth circus practice across Australia has blossomed so much over the last 20 years that there was a real need for them to get together and to have a festival that really allowed the rest of the country, rather than each small community, to know what these young people are doing, and to give them a platform to perform beyond their small communities.
Now behind you we have a wonderfully and visually enticing tent. Could you tell us about that?
Sure. The tent is the Circus Monoxide Big Top. Circus Monoxide started in Bathurst as a final year project. It was a third year project at Charles Sturt University, and it was Circus Monoxide. The name Monoxide was linking into the V8 races and the monoxide coming out of the motor cars, but they've gone on to be a very successful contemporary circus. They're now based in Wollongong, and they've been able to develop their own big top. The CATAPULT Festival in 2005 was successful enough that we were able to make an application to the federal government, to an organisation called Festivals Australia, and that application was successful, and that's allowed us to bring the full Circus Monoxide troupe with their big top to Bathurst. Leading up to the festival, they're rehearsing the world premiere of their new show Crash and Burn, and during the festival they'll be performing alongside the youth performers, emceeing their shows, and then they'll present the world premiere of their full show on the Saturday night of the CATAPULT Festival.
Sounds tremendous. Could you just tell me some of the things that people will see at the festival?
Sure, Bruce. There are 11 performances over the 4-day period, and there are performances, not only circus performances, there are dance performances as well. That's I guess where the physical theatre terminology comes in. From Brewarrina, we have the largest Indigenous circus in Australia and the first Indigenous circus in Australia. They've been a very successful company. We have Fling from Tathra on the south coast. There's the Brophy Academy from Gosford on the north coast. Circus Surreal, our own Circus Surreal from Kelso here in Bathurst. Troops from all over the place. Circus West from Dubbo. They've been going for about 16 years now. And the leader or the founder of Circus West in Dubbo is a fellow called Paul Woodhead, and he is now the official circus coordinator for the Western region for the Department of Education. So it shows that the circus and physical theatre are not only popular with young people, but it's been clear how much what a role they can play in the development of young people through formal education.
Yes, that's wonderful indeed. So it's very much an integral part of the education programs offering now.
Exactly. A lot of these youth circus troupes are linked to schools, but they really then branch over into the wider community, so providing a link between the schools and their communities.
Now, besides the actual performances, there are to be a number of workshops. Is that right?
That's right. Well, as well as the Circus Monoxide Big Top, we're using the Bathurst Memorial Entertainment Centre as a main venue. And apart from performances there, we will have, I think, 9 forums over the 4 days discussing all sorts of aspects of the development of circus and physical theatre, particularly as they relate to young people. And as well as the Circus Monoxide troupe, we're bringing in, I think, about 8 to 10 other professional performers to run workshops for the young people. And I think we have about 23 workshops over the 4 days. So it's become quite a large event with about 300 youth performers and then about 30 or 40 professionals. I think one of the most important parts of any festival is that opportunity for people to network, to meet each other, and we found that was a very important part of the first CATAPULT Festival in 2005, that the young people went away with new friends that they've stayed in touch with from all over the state and increasingly all over the country. recorded a lot of the festival in 2005. That was mainly the performances, and after that it was apparent that we really needed to document more than just the performances. We really needed to document the meeting between young people and between young people and other young people coming to the festival, but also with those professional performers. And Phil Glenn from the media unit at Charles Sturt University has had a wonderful idea to provide the cameras and the equipment to document this festival, but to because we don't have enormous funds to employ a lot of professional filmmakers, he will be running some courses to train young people in the use of the cameras, and because it is predominantly a youth festival, it's appropriate that they can go out and film the festival from their perspective. We'll download all of that footage onto a hard drive, and then that footage will be available for anyone who attends the festival or other people who are interested to then edit for whatever appropriate purpose afterwards.
Oh, that's a wonderful concept. And I also came across a production group, Desert P, which I was very impressed with, and saw them at work on filming some of the preparation for the River Dreaming Festival.
Desert P Media, another group that's come out of Charles Sturt University. They've certainly produced some very active people, and they've done a lot of very good community theatre work and documentation as part of that, not only in New South Wales but up around Palm Island, so all over the country. And they work particularly with Indigenous communities, and they're running a hip-hop workshop, which but because they're also filmmakers and documenters, they're going to incorporate documentation as part of that hip-hop workshop, and even get the young people then to go out and film some things from their perspective as well, and then to edit that into something that we hope will be presented towards the end of the festival.
So the first Catapult Theatre, when was that?
That was in September 2005. And the aim is that the festival will be a biennial event, so the next festival will be in 2009.
All right. Very good. And you were saying that did it from Charles Sturt or Circus Monoxide?
It was the festival in 2005 was really a joint initiative of members of the university, members of the people at the entertainment centre, and then other interested parties in the community, lots of individuals within the community.
That's great. Thank you very much for that. But whilst you're there too, another wonderful venue is the Bathurst Memorial Entertainment Centre, and you've now been the coordinator or the person behind the scenes at that centre. It's wonderful how many things are going on there. Are you very happy with the use being made of that centre?
Well, it's certainly used constantly these days, and we're very grateful to have such a facility in Bathurst, particularly lucky as it was built with no government, state or federal government support. It was really just local ratepayers funding, and I think it was a bit touch and go whether it would happen because it was such a large investment. But fortunately it did go ahead, and it's providing an enormously valuable resource to the community.
And of course it'll be one of the main venues, will it, for the Catapult workshop?
Yes, in 2005 it was our only venue. Fortunately, with a Circus and Physical Theatre Festival, the Monoxide Big Tops added an appropriate second venue. But with the size of the festival, with over 300 young people here, we need more than one performance venue, and in time we might need 3 or 4 performance venues. It's doubled in size since 2005 and looks like it'll continue to grow.
Wonderful work, Stephen. I look forward to some of the performances and to some of the material that's assembled as a resource. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Bruce.
Alicia. You're in a very busy period, just about to
Yeah.
start, are you?
Yeah,
How's it
we
been
sure are.
going?
Look, it's been great. The CATAPULT Festival is just a pleasure to be a part of. It's a huge youth arts festival. It's in its second year and it's going great guns. From what I understand, it's one of the festivals in Australia that's really terrific for people who are training and emerging performing artists. It's a very supportive festival in that respect, and it's all about supporting people who are looking to or exploring the idea of circus as a career. So yeah, we're thrilled to be part of it. Monoxide is where it is because of festivals like this and because of the sorts of people that organise these festivals.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
So there are students and people from all over the state, are there?
Yeah, there are representatives from youth circuses, I think, all around Australia. There are trainers from all around Australia. There's professional performers from all around Australia, particularly New South Wales.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great. And what is your role?
I'm the artistic director with this mob, Circus Monoxide.
Right.
And we're opening our tour, a regional New South Wales tour, here on Saturday night. But in the meantime, we're participating in workshops and forums and providing acts for some of the shows.
Right, so there'll be a whole diversity of forums and workshops?
Yeah, it's enormous.
Oh, isn't that great? Well, we'll probably see you around there too. And tonight's performance, is that just a practice or?
Tonight is the festival opening.
Oh,
so
I see.
it's a mix and match of representatives from various youth circuses.
Right.
I believe there'll be speeches. There are local reps talking about the festival and about its implications for the region. And Monoxide will be doing one act, and our band will do some music at the top and tail.
Oh, you've got quite an energetic bub there in there, keeping you busy and experiencing the full performance.
Yeah, that's right.
And your husband, Paul, he's involved in the theatre too, is he?
Yeah, he is. He is the circus director of Circus Monoxide, which means that he oversees the putting up the big top and the circus craft side of things, and he's responsible for our double-decker bus being in the back of the ring with band stages that fold open. So he's sort of the creative engineer behind this.
Excellent.
This
Well,
game.
you're a very busy family, and
We are.
they'd had a very creative family too, because you'd be always coming up with new ideas.
Yeah, we try to.
Yes. Well, it's been great meeting you, Alicia.
Lovely to meet you.
We'll see you around at the workshops and other performances.
Look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
See you then. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
But now it's you people, and thanks for coming and looking out at all the youth tonight. It reminds me of when I was a little baby. My mother, she took me in her arms, her hands, sort of a combination of both, her arms. I was just a little baby and I looked exactly like I look now. Had a little mini jumpsuit, my hair was pointy, and boots on. My mother, she looked at me and she said, "Birdman," that's what she called me. She said, "Birdman, what do you want to be when you grow up?" So I just dropped the mind baby then. I keep my hands there. And I said, "Mum, when I grow up, I want to be a dwarf." She said, "No, you're not going to be a dwarf." And I was upset. I was thunderstruck, discombobulated. To the country, we're a jury elder. It is Gloria Rogers, and what she says in the Welcome to Country is going to be interpreted by Tiffany from Aurora Circus. Give her a round of applause.
A very small part of what's going to be a very enjoyable evening this morning, this afternoon tonight. I'm going to do the Wiradjuri welcome, and I'm going to be ably assisted by Tiffany. Yinagalang Gibigalang, Wul Going Bungle, Guru Bang, Baladu Dindama Waradri, Dindi Maldan, Nyadugwambana Nintu, Wuk Nina Naran, Malan Waradri Garai, Waradri Narambaru, Mayingu Giruatatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, and kids, greetings, I am Dindama, Wiradjuri Elder. I welcome you to this place, part of Wiradjuri land, Wiradjuri country, people of Goanna Totem. I join you all to see new things and enjoy the performance.
Festival in 2007. Please, from Bathurst Circus, Tiffany Winters.
On behalf of the organising committee, I would like to thank everyone who has made the second Catapult Festival possible. Generous sponsors, both corporate and private, government at all 3 levels, and all of the participants who have registered. Catapult 2007 is double the size of the first festival, and we hope the growth is matched by the positive experience for the youth and professional participants and the impact their presence has on audiences. There are 2 supporting bodies, and that's why I'm reading this paper, I don't want to forget a word of this, who have asked me to pass on their best wishes. Alongside Bathurst Regional Council, Arts New South Wales, the state government's advisory and funding body, and their federal counterpart, the Theatre Board of the Australia Council for the Arts, have joined forces to create the Performing Arts Development Program to assist local professional performing arts practice. Through this program, we've been able to bring many of the professional workshop leaders to Bathurst, and we're very grateful for that support. Bathurst to say a few words.
I won't try to follow Birdman, he's too good for me. Everybody, welcome here tonight. It's very hard to see with these lights here. I didn't realise Birdman how hard it was to see. Welcome tonight to all the performances we're going to be seeing and to the performance the rest of the week. It's very interesting when Stephen approached me before the first Catapult Festival, and he said, Mr Mayor, I'd like to put on this festival and to engage circus and physical theatre and invite people from all over the area, from all over New South Wales and Australia. And his enthusiasm was very infectious, and we decided to initiate that first Catapult Festival in 2005. Here we are at the second one in 2007. He wasn't ambitious enough to run it every year, he said he'd wear out too quick. So the second one is now 2007, and I assume the next one will be 2009. We've doubled the participants. There's nearly 300 this year as against about 158 in 2005. And it's doubled in every way with forums and with troops. I believe there's 19 troops going to come this year. Some are here tonight, some are coming tomorrow. Welcome to Bathurst in the springtime. It's a beautiful city. We're very proud of it. And I hope you enjoy your stay here and your performances all go very well. And particularly I'd like to congratulate Circus Surreal. We're very proud of this circus. It's based in Bathurst. They do a fantastic job. And I'd like to wish them well when they go to Las Vegas at the end of the year. I'm involved with Circus Surreal and that's the right pronunciation, Steve? Yes, Circus Surreal. In Las Vegas, and they're going to have workshops with them, so we expect some marvellous things when they come back home to Bathurst. I think I'd like to finish up by acknowledging the sponsors, and just bear with me, it's very important we acknowledge the people who have supported this festival, mainly because if we acknowledge them, they'll support us again in the next one, won't they, Stephen? So, Country Energy, I'll read through them all and we'll wait till the end and give a clap at the end, but Country Energy is our principal sponsor. Congratulations, Country Energy, always to the fore in supporting the community. Festivals Australia, our own Bathurst Regional Council, Charles Sturt University, Performing Arts Development Program, and a lot of the local sponsors, which I think are equally as important, and I'll read them out. There's the Morse Group, Arts New South Wales, Ben Jelen Solicitors, Bathurst Arts Council, Central Commercial Printers, Western Institute of Bathurst TAFE, Lithgow Valley Springs, Arts Out West, Mitchell Conservatorium, Eastman Concrete Pumping and Crane Hire, Libby Lonergan, Julie Priddle, Bathurst Signs and Screen Print, Bowman Dental, Video Easy and Fiona Green. Thank you very much for your support of this festival. Thank you all for coming and being here tonight. Enjoy your time, and we hope you have a safe trip home.
And I'd like to ask Professor John Hicks, the head of campus at Charles Sturt, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here tonight representing Charles Sturt University. I know that you young folk who are involved in this particular program take a great pride in your performances and in the activities that you're involved in. In the past, my son was involved in some of these activities, and we still have the black marks on our living room ceiling where he's down low around in his clubs. It's a great time for you. We're proud to be sponsors, and we thank also the other sponsors of the program for the great work that they have been doing. And I'd like to congratulate the organisers of the event who have done a marvellous job, and I'd particularly like to say how impressive the performances we've seen so far have been, and I'm sure you're all having a ball, and that the standard that they have set will be kept up right throughout. Thank you.
A major sponsor in 2005, and they've increased that sponsorship to become the principal sponsor of the CATAPULT Festival for 2007, and we hope they'll stick with us for 2009. And I'd like to ask the Regional General Manager, Chas McPhail, to speak on behalf of the company.
Very much, Stephen. Look, obviously Country Energy is very proud to be involved in this year's festival. We certainly look forward to working with the organisers. And the good news is that we will be back in 2009. My manager over here that looks after all the dollars, and she's having a heart attack at the moment. But look, it is just fantastic. We do like to support these things, one, because it supports our local community, but more importantly, it really does support young people, and the performances tonight so far have been fantastic, and I really can't wait to see more performances. So once again, we'll be back in 2009. Thank you.
Circus is just, it's really cool. It's about learning new skills, learning how to perform, confidence, which I don't have much of, but I'm getting better. And yeah, it's about trusting your troop members, trusting that they won't let you fall, that they won't let you down. And more than that, it's about having a whole lot of fun. So on behalf of all the youth circus participants, I'd like to officially open the 2007 CATAPULT Festival.
Bill Blakey, we met years ago when you were at CSU or Mitchell CAE, and tell me a bit about those early years, what you were doing.
Oh, well, I was working with theatre media people. We were working around the schools at that point. We had shows that were working with Western area, and we're travelling out to places like Wilcannia and Tibooburra. We're also doing shows for the local community through Ponton Theatre, and some work in the street with Tooheys 1000.
Oh, excellent. And you've certainly seen Circus Monoxide from its beginning. In fact, I think you were the person behind its establishment. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, well, that came out of students' interests, and I was a producer of that first show, which was part of a Tooheys project, Tooheys 1000 project. So it went on at this time of the year in October, and it grew from there. So it came out as a project out of Precarious, as a student work, and then we polished it. It was a 3-hour show at that point. I think they found when they ran it in the park here in a little tent just down the street here, that when the audience got small, they could do the show in about an hour.
Very good. Yeah, what a wonderful experience for all those students in the past, and now it's blossomed, hasn't it?
Oh, well, it's fantastic what that energy has taken people to. Now the director of Circus Oz is one of those people, and Circus Monoxide has gone on to better and greater things. It's survived over 10 years, and now has got an association with Wollongong City Council, and it's supposed to be one of the challenges to Circus Oz in this country.
That's tremendous. Now, Bill, yourself, are you retired or you're still in the theatre area?
I'm retired, Bruce.
Right.
Just freshly retired, so I'm here as a convener of the forums, chair of the forum, 2 of the forums.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on such a wonderful outcome.
Thanks, right.
And for all your hard work as you look back in the past.
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's great to see it come together, because watching those kids on stage there today, you just see the confidence and the skill and the strength and understanding of their bodies that Circus has given them. And it may not have happened if they were just playing sport or didn't have the opportunity to take up something that really interested them. That challenge that Circus brings is, I think, one of the delights of a day like, or a week like this, an event like this.
Well, thank you very much, Bill, and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thanks, Bruce.
So we're talking with some of the circus students from Kellerville. I'll just get you to identify yourself from the left.
Well, I'm Calvin, the one in the dress.
Very
Skirt,
good.
my apologies.
Excellent.
I'm Matt.
I'm Camilla and I have a drinking problem.
Very good. Okay, well, are you taking part in the performance this afternoon?
Not this afternoon, but we're performing actually on Sunday.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your group and what sort of performance you give.
Well, we're called Circus All Sorts.
Right.
Inspiration from licorice all sorts.
Yes.
That's all the different colours.
And we're into the entire transvestite theme.
Right, that's
I'm the most
Speedos.
convincing of the lot.
Are you?
Yes. Don't you reckon?
So you sort of
For the
compete
viewer-
against
for the-
each other for the
Yes.
best.
For the viewers at home, I'm also wearing Speedos underneath as well.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
no,
nasty.
that's great. Really,
Right,
really
share.
wicked. Yeah, for sure. And more serious question now. What do you think of this opportunity at Catapult?
I reckon this is a great opportunity for all of us. Like, I'm severely hoping to actually get a career in acting and drama in general, and by coming to this, it's going to give me an insight sort of thing. But it's beneficial for all of us, I believe.
Yes.
Learn new skills, meet new interesting people,
Very
and have
good.
fun along the way.
Very good.
Yeah. What?
Comment?
Yeah, well, we just came here to learn new things,
Yes,
get a feel for what the circus is like.
that's great.
Yeah,
And
it's
final
amazing
word?
to see how the other people work, and I also want to do something with my life in theatre, and it's just great experience.
Yes, wonderful, and it's great, I suppose, meeting the others who are coming along to the workshops too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, guys, have a great time. I've really enjoyed the performances I've seen so far, and
Yeah, they
be
have
looking
been.
forward to seeing yours.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you then.
Spotted me.
thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and the youth of Australia. Welcome to the second millennium and the second show of the second Catapult, where every second will be amazing, festival here in beautiful Bathurst. May I say it is lovely to kind of see all you youthful people out there, particularly the youthful looking ladies. Hello darling, there you go. Right, now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you a dear friend of mine who's a bit beyond his youthful years, however he is young at heart, and he's excited to be here, and I'm very excited for him too. So, please, make welcome to the stage, all the way from the Gold Coast, Birdman.
Thank you. Turtles. Always gets a big laugh from the dog. Maybe even the occasional crab, if you like this one. I'll do it again. All of these sea creatures.
I don't mind if you go, I don't mind if you take it slow. I don't mind if you say yes or no, I don't mind at all. I don't care if you live or die, couldn't care less if you laugh or cry. I don't mind if you crash or fly, I don't mind at all. I don't mind if you come or go, I don't mind if you say let's go get it close, I don't care at all. I don't care if you sink or swim. I don't mind if culture crumbles. I don't mind if religion stumbles. I can hear the speakers mumble, and I don't mind at all. I don't care if the third one fries. I live there, I'm not surprised. Maybe I can watch whole nations die, and I don't care at all. I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind.
Need a bit of music for this as well. Track 2, thanks. Thanks. Direct from Rawarana via working with the Zip Zap Youth Circus from South Africa and the Flying Fruit Fly Circus at the Commonwealth Games via the Adelaide Fringe Festival, via Albury-Wodonga to Bathurst, the very beautiful Bathurst. They have kindly taken some time out of their very, very busy schedule, one of Australia's largest Indigenous youth circuses, direct from Brewarrina, the Brewarrina Youth Circus. Please give a warm welcome.
Welcome to the Brewarrina Youth Circus. Firstly, we would like to acknowledge that we are standing on Wiradjuri land. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, be prepared to be astonished, amazed and entertained by the Brewarrina Youth Circus. Sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
When the pilgrim of the gig turns your coat to the grip, when a stitch to say nine others comes apart with a rip, when the rats invade your attic and start leaving your ship, follow my tip, come away on a trip, just join the circus like you wanted to when you were a kid.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. All girls all over the world. Original must up and pon your case, man. I love how all girls are move their body. And when you move your body, when you move it nice and sweet and sexy. I want it up, I know it up. And in the jungle, you want it fast, you want it up. I know it up. And in the jungle, you want it fast, woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically, woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically, woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Physically, you don't have to take that, woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Physically, you don't have to take that, woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Physically, you don't have to take that, woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Physically, you don't have to take that, woman. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
and free for all. Eureka and free for all. Oh, Eureka and free for all. And free for all. Eureka and free for all. Eureka and free for all. Oh, Eureka and free for all. Stay loose. Stay loose. Stay loose. Stay loose.
If you see these cows, please report to them to the officials. They are known to be dangerous and bendy.
Every night your light is busy, all that buzz and makes me dizzy, count on all my fingers, all the dates
lame leap for joy, the lepers cleansed, and the most glorious of all miracles, the sinners, the unclean, the outcast, the unbelievers changed and made new by the abundant.
Here is Reverend Osborne. Here is Reverend Osborne.
The lame leap for joy, the lepers cleansed, and the most glorious of all miracles, the sinners, the unclean,
Then give it up, ladies and gentlemen. They're back again. Aerial eyes on the tissues. It's Manny, Ellie and Shah with naughty school kids defying the teacher. gentlemen, one more time for Aerialize. Is that right? You're from Canberra?
Yes.
That was a quick word. That was pretty quick. Yeah, and can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with your circus there at the moment?
Well, we're at Rebecca Primary School and it's a closed school and we're trying to get into Melrose but the government won't let us. And when it's convenient for them isn't convenient for us because we've got shows coming up. And there's heaps of broken windows at Rebecca, so there's glass all over the place. We just have to be careful there at the moment, which means we can do like less tricks with our shoes off and stuff, which means we can practice less because there's some tricks where you need to not wear shoes because they won't let us.
Sorry, that was a lot of words. But let's hear it for Peter. That's a little bit of background information, and the Bathurst Academy of Circus Arts did start in the year 2000. It was started by Michelle and Ashley Brophy. Not sure if they're married or if they're brother and sister. It's a bit like the White Stripes. And for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make a lot of noise for the one, the only, Adam on the spinning trapeze. behalf of the duo that started the Brophy Academy of Circus Arts. Does anyone know his name? Correct. Can we get some popcorn or chips for those people? Make some noise, boys and girls, for Ashley Brophy. Ashley Brophy. Ashley Brophy from Brophy's Academy.
Shapes. I'm not interested particularly in abstract movement. It's how we can use our body to express something that makes sense to the person who's watching it. And how you find that fine balance between it being literal and being imaginative and evocative, and something that only the body can do and wouldn't be better said with words, or a combination of the body and words. Take it. There's a lot of improvisation. I'll never get you to copy anything I do, so you really need to know your own physical limits and work within those. So don't push yourself to do something crazy unless your body's ready for it. It's the same hand. You just take the time to feel that contact. Don't rush it. Shoulder blades, fingers, and eye contact. Good. Just that. So try and just pick some as close as they are. Close to you. Find their hand. Push off. Right? I'm using demonstrating how to do. So you just give a little bit more pressure there, back to back. Yeah? To join, press in, and hard. You need to keep it rolling. Wave your arms, keep rolling down your spine, let your hands relax forward now, come away from your neck. Keep bending, bend your knees when you need to. Find the floor with your hands. Feed yourself out into a
Okay, I've come across some of the guys from Circus Surreal. I'll get them to introduce themselves.
I'm Matthew McLennan.
I'm Ben Chappell.
And I'm Glenn Nankervis.
Very good. Can you tell me about Circus Surreal?
I don't know when it started, but it was started by Miss Brown at the deputy principal to help kids not be mischievous and break into places.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And what else would you like to add? Anything there?
Oh, it's a great place to learn new skills and just get more friends and stuff.
Excellent.
Meet new people.
Anything else?
It helps. Well, at the end of the year, we're going to Vegas.
Right.
So
I've heard about that.
The world, international tours and stuff.
Oh, that's so exciting. That will really be great. And how did you come to get interested in your field of unicycling?
Oh, well, I don't really actually do unicycling.
Oh,
I just learnt in year 6 and that's how I got in Circus, but I do juggling as well.
Right.
But for CATAPULT, I'm doing juggling and unicycling, so
right.
It's all good.
Excellent. And what's your field?
Guys, juggling.
Right, you're doing a great job with that. What do you think Circus gives you in life? What sort of skills, or what do you want to get out of it?
Probably just a great experience to do, to meet new people, go to new places, just try new things.
Yeah, well, it's excellent and great work, guys, and enjoy your Las Vegas trip. That should be really great.